There they go.
Okay.
Slight delay. Slight delay getting that door open.
Let them in.
Got the door open. Here they come.
Check the tickets.
Whoa. She's back. We hadn't seen her in a couple weeks.
I'm
The big
telling
girl.
you, sitting front and center.
Right out front. Sit your big ass down. Sit down.
Hell yeah.
All right. I like that sound.
Yes, sir.
Coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down studios. It's the Me and D Monday night NFL wrap-up show. I'm your host, David Johnson. DJ's out tonight, but we got the rest of the crew here along with
AM and the PM, Dre in the house.
happy to be here, and we got the kid.
Absolutely.
Every
all the
time, on
CC.
time, all the time. CC
Let's
in the
go,
house.
Corey Carr, every
Sir.
time on
All
time.
right, we're gonna
Let's
get
go.
it kicking right off with a couple topics with the trade deadline next
Let's
week, which will be
go.
November 5th,
Yeah.
election day. Don't forget to vote, folks. What is the one trade that you would make for your team that will either turn things around or secure what you have working? And it can only be at one position. We'll start with you, CC. We're gonna let you start off tonight.
Okay.
Trade that we can right now. Right now.
Yeah, I got a
we're gonna have
running
to
back. I just brought Scantlin in.
Man, there's nothing that can fix it right now. If you want me to be honest, we're gonna have to trade away
There you go.
our oldest vet that is taking up the most money on our cap space. There's nothing that we can really do right now that's going to save us. So we got to get rid of a Cam Jordan, or we got to get rid of somebody high that can get us a good draft pick this coming year. Because we're already going to be in the top. I already see us. We're going to be in the top 5, top 3. If we can snag one or two more of them first round picks, early second round picks, then that's what I think.
If you make that move and shed some cap space for next year, and I think if I'm not mistaken, the amount actually increases. Cap space will increase for each team. What would you go after? What position would you target to draft first?
We're still over it. And I said it last week. It would at that point we're so messed up right now that it's really just best position available.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not a quarterback, seeing how Spencer Rattler does the rest of the year, and maybe not a DB because we just took Kool-Aid McKendry last year.
I was about to
honestly,
say,
preferably, I would rather us not take a lineman. I would rather us go out and get veteran linemen. I mean, you could get an edge rusher. Yeah, you could. We could definitely draft the edge rusher. But as far as interior defense, O lineman, I think we should try to just go out and get veterans that have played that position. We don't want any young guys because we've already got a young guy that we just drafted. So other than that, take best position available: wide receiver, running back, tight end, like you said, edge rusher. That's what we do. Get rid of maybe Marshawn Lattimore. I would hate to see him go, but I feel like you could get a lot for Marshawn Lattimore, and he's just dying with us. I'm not gonna lie. He's still a shutdown.
Dre, what would you do?
You could get a lot for him.
Your team's
right
still
now. I mean, his fighting.
That would be 4-4 if I saw that right. Or 4-3.
4 and we haven't had a bye week yet.
So I think you might be 4-3.
4-4. No, 4.
Yeah, you're 4-4. Yeah, 4-4. I thought that was right.
I'm about to say
So you're 4-4. So what would you do to get your team headed back in the right direction? Not that you're far off, but just to secure things.
I think they're trying to just work with the pieces they got right now. They're trying to just utilize Cade Otton a little bit more, incorporate Jalen McMillan a little bit more instead of just going out and getting somebody. I think Todd Bowles recently put a little emphasis on that. Like, we're not looking to bring anybody in. They got 3 running backs that could help a little bit with the workload: Sean Tucker, Rashad White, Bucky, but that's not really our offense. Our offense is more predicated on like getting the receivers the balls, making those long plays downfield and stuff. Honestly, we would need a receiver, but is it worth it in the long run? I'd say probably not. Mike Evans is supposed to be back here, they say, within the next 2 or 3 weeks.
But you're the GM of the team. Don't go off Todd Bowles. I'm saying, what would you do?
Honestly, I'd probably get somebody that we can incorporate into the offense next year. I just see somebody that's just going to be there for a 1-year deal, in and out. But if they could have potential and have success in the future, then it would make sense. As of right now, it just probably wouldn't make sense to bring somebody then just for the right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. For me, I would do, for the Niners, I would do an edge rusher. I'd like to have somebody else to put heat on the quarterback to go along with Bosa on the other side, just to keep teams honest.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, Corey? I'm sorry.
Who you got in mind?
Nobody in particular, because I'm not too sure who's available.
Anybody in mind?
I'm not even really sure how much cap space they have. I'm just thinking in terms of what would I do. At first, I was thinking receiver, but Pearsall stepped up. He had some big catches last night. You can tell that they plan to incorporate him into the game a lot more. They got good running backs up and down, even on the practice squad. So I even said I'd like to see Terrell Owens' son back on the team. He's back on the practice squad.
Owens or whatever his name was. Yeah, Reek.
So,
yeah, Most State.
All
Did
right,
he go to Most State?
Moving on. I got a little sound for us.
Yeah.
So we got some sound. Let's see. Me and D have a segment that we call You Said What? Ooh. And on our show, we're going to, on the wrap-up show, we got one called You Really Don't Think We Believe You, Do You? So we'll play this sound and you all tell me what you think.
And it comes down to that last play. And we've practiced that play 100 times since we've been here. And again, I'll have to look at what the execution was of that. But we have a body on the body, boxing guys out like basketball at the very end. We have one guy that's the rim that knocks the ball down. We got a back tip guy that goes behind the pile.
Man.
So again, I got to look at it and detail it out and make sure we're better next time. But again, it's a hard way to lose. But again, I was proud of the way the guys battled all the way through. But
now, Matt Eberflus, coach of the Chicago Bears, do you really think we believe you? Because there's no way you practice that play. Everything you just said went against. Zach Ertz tipped the ball back. He didn't even try to knock it down.
No, they tipped it up.
He tipped it up. He'd have been better off just trying to catch it himself.
Stevenson, who has been taunting before the play and wasn't ready for the snap.
Yeah.
They were halfway down the field when he finally realized, like, oh, damn, I think the play's going on.
I can't believe how much time they gave Jaden Daniels to scramble.
Man.
13 seconds. Yeah.
Had plenty of time.
Well, he was going. But in all fairness,
on the defensive side, or
maybe I do believe him. Maybe they do practice it, but maybe it's not. They're just going through the motions. Like the game ain't on the line, and then on top of that, Jaden Daniels did scramble for so long. So then you start getting out of position. You start waving to wherever he is, and that's a 1 in a million play.
It was it was just
right there.
He didn't even have to move when he caught the ball. What are the odds of that? Like the ball just gets tipped right to like what? Well, you can't practice for something like that.
That's crazy. I don't think I've seen a Hail Mary actually work for the win in quite a while.
Nothing you could do.
That was an amazing play.
Is that the second one this year? They said
it could be, but that's the first one that we're watching as it's going on.
I want to maybe the second one this year.
Was that
that's
a Hail
crazy?
Mary?
It was a hell of a throw. Now the young man's got an arm too.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. I think it was Rodgers. Yeah, you're right, Corey. Yeah, I thought I remember seeing it.
To win the game?
No, Rodgers was halftime, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking about to win the ball game. I don't think I've seen one to win a game
like that. That was a crazy thing to win.
Yeah, that's true. No.
Yeah.
Probably. Was that a couple of years back?
No, it's been a while. Maybe the Hail Murray.
Right.
That was a long time.
Yeah, Jets
feels like a couple,
Bills.
but it's probably more than a couple.
That was
probably.
But
all right, moving on. We got on the ballot. So here in Missouri, we've got Amendment 2, which would allow sports gambling in Missouri. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Is that something that we need? I say yes.
Oh, yeah, we need that. They said it's going to incorporate more revenue for the teachers as well. So I think that would be successful. But you always start to think about, like, with all this revenue coming in, are they going to appropriate it right? You see what happened with the Brett Favre situation. He stole money from the poorest people in the nation, as far as just even being on welfare in the poorest state in the nation, and just to build a stadium down there. But I think it will help out. I have seen Illinois have had an increase of the revenue dollars, and they spent it well. I think Colorado has also spent it was more so like the medicinal cannabis money that they were receiving. They spent that well as well. So I think it will be good for Missouri, but you never know if they start using the money for other stuff.
Right. We can't control where it goes. But Corey, What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah. I think it's about time. I don't know if you guys ever drive over into Illinois on a Sundays, but I've done it a couple times. There will literally be on the shoulder of the road lines of cars just parked on the side of the road,
Leave
and they're
our
just
state.
sitting there from
Yep,
Missouri.
no, you're right.
Yeah, like
No,
why are we letting that money be spent in Illinois?
that's true.
Let's keep all that in
We're-
Missouri.
yeah, that's
Even
true.
if it gets sent wherever, something is better than nothing. Right now, we're getting nothing.
In your house.
And then I
Yeah.
like sports bet just like everybody else. I want to be able to just sit by.
Prize
I want to
picks.
get on my underdogs. All the
FanDuel.
little advertisements that I see, draft
Right,
gigs,
even
and I wanna
if
do
it's,
that
you're not
stuff. I
really
wanna
putting any
dabble in
money
you
on it.
know?
It's just the fact
So
that
yeah,
I have that
let's do it.
opportunity to do it.
For real, yeah.
Because
all
as
of
they
it.
state, the others that border Missouri, they're doing it already.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
to your point, Corey, that money's leaving us and it's going elsewhere. They're able to take our hard-earned dollars and spend them in their state and
Mhm.
use that money. Maybe we can get some of these potholes.
Yep.
Illinois, they still haven't put no money
Come on,
on the
St.
roads.
Louis.
Their roads are horrible. But yeah, St. Louis definitely.
All right, fellas, we'll keep it moving.
Come on,
We
St.
got
Louis.
you got torched. Oh, that's a good one there. Now turn it up a little bit. That thing's getting nice and orange. You got torched. I had to give it to the Bears' entire defense. Like you said, Corey, 13 seconds, maybe the play broke down. But I got to give it to the Bears' defense. Zach Ertz, the ball tips off his hands into the hands of Noah Brown for the touchdown.
Mhm.
The Hail Mary win. You all got any nominees?
I was going to say that too. Terry McLaurin had a 61-yard. It was a reception during that game as well. That was the longest reception that Jaden Daniels has thrown this year. So that was pretty dope.
It won't be his shortest by the time it's all over. That young man's got a nice future.
Yeah.
Go ahead, CC.
I think we're going to do Josh Downs for the Colts. He had a big one that Anthony Richardson threw to him. He only had 4 receptions for 109.
Must have been
touchdown,
before.
and the touchdown was on that play.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think it was before the half is when it happened. But yeah, that was a good one. He throws like 3 good passes a game, and they're just like 80-yard bombs, and you're just like, oh, okay. Right when you start to lose faith, he'll just throw it out there.
The
like,
Lions,
it'll just be a
Lions
crazy
also
pass.
had
Like, all right, I guess
Khalif Raymond. He had a 90-yard return punt for a touchdown. I was blanking out on it at first, but that was pretty cool as well. You can just tell when he had that second gear. First, it was just like a cut and getting through the traffic, but then when he got on that sideline, put that second gear up, you just knew nobody was catching him.
Debo almost had one, but they called it back. But yeah, let's move on to our Week 8 fantasy leaders.
Let's go. Dre, you spoken into existence right here. Cade Otton, he was our leading tight end, 9 for 10, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. He went off
he's just picking up the
points.
slack.
That was pretty good showing for him. I think he was a new one for us. Wide receiver.
Yep. I must say,
9
yeah,
for
him
10.
and Baker have good chemistry.
He's making the best of it, it seems like. 2 touchdowns. That ain't bad at all.
I saw him.
This dude also doing it.
He was.
Lad McConkey. I don't know where this dude came from, but he was going crazy yesterday against the Saints.
He was gritty at Georgia, but I think everybody
yards,
didn't know if
2
it was
touchdowns,
transcend until when he got to the league. But he's been playing hard, man.
He was supposed to have 3 touchdowns if he would have stretched a little further on that first reception that he had. He was right there on the 1-yard line. But yeah, running backs. James Cook, he was 17 carries for 111 yards, 2 touchdowns, also 3 for 3 in the air, 22 yards. That got him 28 points. James Cook, he's really came alive this year.
He really is.
He's doing it consistently every week. So
last year he had a lot of explosion. I think he was injured maybe a couple weeks or something last year, if I remember right. But this year he's just been pretty explosive. The Bills have just, with the addition of Amari Cooper, even Keon Coleman had a one-handed touchdown. I mean, they're looking pretty explosive, I'd have to say.
We have a pretty good team.
Yeah, he's finally he's waking up.
He's starting to wake up.
Keon Coleman's been going crazy. Yeah. But this dude's coming alive too. Jalen Hurts, quarterbacks. This is his first week on it. He went crazy, kind of 16 for 20, 236 yards, a
Damn,
touchdown.
how many points
and
is
was
that?
also 10 for 37 on the
Damn.
ground and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. He did. They have
That's
been saying
35.
that the Bengals' defense is pretty
So,
skeptical.
yeah,
but,
he kinda went off.
like you
That
said,
tush push
they've been
went
looking
crazy.
pretty. With the addition of getting Smith back, getting AJ Brown back, it's looking like a well-oiled machine now because they were on Sirianni's head for a little bit, but now he's like, okay, I feel the pressure relieving and he's not as stressed
Saquon's
out.
rolling.
And they're looking pretty decent right now.
Now they're looking like they've returned to form for sure.
And then, no, we got the overall, which I don't even want to say that this bum ass.
He did rack up.
Team, man. The Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, 13 for 17,
He
146
got him in mop-up
yards, 2
times,
touchdowns.
you know.
I mean, it was
They had a
empty
17-point
calories.
lead.
What was the score? What did it end up being? I don't even know.
It wasn't that close, and they just let them get back
30,
in it.
24.
Yeah, towards the end.
Then all of a
It
sudden, I'm
wasn't
like,
a
oh, here we
competitive
go again.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, CC. Dre, let's get those. Look at Sonny Boy zoomed in on us.
Is this gonna
What's
work?
up with you?
Yeah.
Reporting live.
Can you hear,
Yeah, he's
can you hear
coming
me?
in live from the D-Mobile.
Hey.
Sit your ass down, Carmobile.
Coming to
On
you
the
live.
ground.
NFL insider Dave Johnson.
Make sure you watch the road, though, son. Watch the
Oh, no,
road.
I'm good. I'm good. Hey, I mean, if I can hop
He
off,
has a
but
driver. What are you talking about?
I'm good like this. If y'all good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
this is
fine.
fine.
You're fine.
Okay.
So go ahead, Dre. Let's get into those Week 8 key injuries.
Yeah, Week 8 notable injuries. So as you know, those Thursday night football game, we had the Vikings versus the Rams. We seen Puka Nacua came back. Cooper Kupp also came back, so that was also a huge addition for the Rams. There was able to push them through 30-20. The Vikings, T.J. Hockenson was reported to come back. He did stay out an additional week, so maybe this upcoming week 9, we can see him come back. A big one yesterday, Jacksonville Jaguars, Christian Kirk, collarbone, broken collarbone, going to be out for the remainder of the season. So that is pretty detrimental to them because they already don't have too much skilled players that they can
Broke
depend
my
on.
neck.
Brian Thomas Jr. I mean, they got Gabe Davis. They're gonna need ETN and Tank Bisbee to keep it up, or just to keep the Tank Tardarius Tank Bisbee.
Clayton Bigsby, son.
Tank.
Yeah, another big
Tank.
one who we haven't received any updates from also was the Houston Texans wide receiver Stephon Diggs went down with a knee injury yesterday during that game. Like I said, no updates as of now, but early speculations came out to say that they think he has a torn ACL, which is pretty detrimental. The last 2 years with injuries have just been crazy. I don't know if they need to get some stem cell. We need to get some type of new technology or something for these guys because it's just
It's the turf.
CMC's
the
coming
turf.
back. He went over to Germany. They said he's going to be returning to the San Francisco and Bucks game, which is 2 weeks from now. So
They drained all the blood out of his body and put it back.
damn. I'm telling you.
Nah,
that's
I don't know. I
Need to
I
go
just
back
know
to
they
crack.
do have that recycling your blood. They have it.
They did like Twilight.
Did they?
spinning up and
I'm like,
throwing it
shoot.
up. And,
I remember they
Hey.
accused Tiger Woods of that when he got some
Yeah,
recycled.
that's a-
They recycle your blood and make
Twilight.
it fresh. Yeah, and helps you
To
heal
make it
faster.
fresh.
But
That's
no,
funny.
that's only a rumor. CMC did not undergo
God
that, as
dang.
far as we know.
Yeah,
That's what
only
Magic
Johnson- Even him no
allegedly.
more.
Magic probably did that. His
Hey.
blood is fresher than
That's
anybody's.
some
But,
recycled
T.
blood like
Higgins out
blood.
too.
but
We just need to know whatever cocktail he had, because that's a winner. Whatever he did, that's a winner.
that'll keep you around about 120. You just old
Another
as hell.
20.
Right, for sure.
But they also said, I guess Brian Thomas Jr. went down with a little chest injury. Shouldn't be too substantial or anything. Marshawn Lattimore did not play, hamstring injury. Spencer Rattler was benched for Jake Hayner against the Chargers. I think y'all just trying to put something together at this point and see what's going to stick on the walls. Levante David, Tampa Bay Buccaneers linebacker, he went down with the ankle injury. Sterling Shepard also went down with the hamstring injury during that game. The injuries are just prevalent through the Buccaneers roster right now. We need to low-key get something together. Jordan Mason went down with the injury for the 49ers last night. Deebo Samuel left also with the shoulder injury, but he's been playing week after week. He had the pneumonia earlier in the week, didn't know if he was going to play, and wound up being ruled active. Deebo Samuel,
Yeah, Debo. That's why he didn't play in the Kansas City game.
Who did? Who had pneumonia?
Yeah, he had pneumonia. He
Dang,
was in
really?
the hospital for 2 days. Yeah, fluid on the lungs. That's why
Ew.
you would see him
That's crazy.
periodically.
I didn't know that.
He just pull himself out of the game. He said he wasn't going to
Couldn't
do
breathe.
oxygen or anything like that, but he just had to catch his breath in between plays. He still played well though yesterday.
Absolutely.
Pneumonia? Right, considering
Oh, yeah, he
that
was on
pneumonia,
fire.
still
He
played?
didn't.
I mean,
shoot.
considering, yeah. I mean,
uh,
I'd say.
Ricky Pearsall will probably say, "I got shot in the chest. Pneumonia ain't
Right,
shit."
right.
Exactly.
He said,
What's a
got,
little
But-
fluid on the lungs?
Right?
I
Like,
got, I
come
got a
Took a
on,
9
bullet
in
to
the
the
chest. I ain't got no
lungs.
fluid.
man.
9
It went out my
millimeter.
back. Come on. But Drake May actually went down with the concussion, was
Yep.
ruled out during that game against the Jets. That's when you saw Jacoby Brissett come in, take the workload for the rest of the game. Patrick Mahomes said he tweaked his ankle, didn't miss any snaps. He said it's fine. They're not going to tell you that he's hurt regardless. They're going to
On
just
me.
shoot him up and get him ready for the rest of
Recycle his
the next
blood.
game. Yeah. And then the one I meant to speak about the Cowboys, Rico Dualdo, he didn't want
Yeah.
to play. I guess he had the flu or something, but they also brought up Dalvin Cook from the practice squad. He was able to get some snaps.
So-
It didn't really matter. Brock Purdy had more rushing yards than their whole teams. So at the end of the day, Dallas just needs to get it together.
They looked
That's the
decent though at
notable
first.
injuries.
In the first quarter,
Yeah,
Zeke and
56
Dalvin
yards.
looked pretty good. Got to give them
Yeah.
that much. It just after a while though, Fred Warner and the gang started swarming on them, and they
did.
shut
It was
that down.
just gang tackling, and then the line's not getting no push off the front, so that's not helping the dried up running back situation.
Right.
They're not as explosive as like a Derrick Henry. They need as much push as possible. Honestly, they might need a fullback in front of them just to get that
Okay.
additional push.
Yeah.
Start running the I
But
formation.
nobody uses a fullback that much anymore. That's what's so funny about
Oh.
the league.
Yeah, you just got to do what works for you. But I mean,
But hey, they need
he ate his
somebody.
way out the league.
They
Where's
said
that
ate his
Eddie
way
Lacy?
out the league.
Yeah.
Is that a wrap on that?
Yeah, that was a wrap. Yep.
LeGarrette
All right, we'll
Blount.
move on to the Week 8 results. First game was Thursday night, Vikings-Rams. Matthew Stafford showed that when he has weapons, he can lead a team to victory.
Let's
Both
go.
receivers,
Hey.
Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp,
Puka.
returned to the
Hot.
lineup. The Rams handed the Minnesota Vikings their second straight loss of the season, winning 30-20. That was a pretty
Man.
good game. Nice comeback for the Rams.
Man, I almost went Rams had I known they was gonna bring them weapons back, but I think
Picked
you're gonna
that
start
wrong.
seeing the Vikings lose a
Yeah.
little bit. They had a nice little run, but
Yeah, that last second call with the face mask, though, that was BS, though.
It was BS.
I didn't
Well-
think they were going to get the touchdown, but he definitely was going to start driving a little bit.
It was going to help them change the field position.
That was
but
crazy.
I think to your point, I don't think he was going to lead them to a win,
mean-
though. I don't think Darnold has that makeup.
He has that arm, but Justin Jefferson.
I've seen a lot of
I
Hail
must- he
Marys.
probably could have grabbed a Hail Mary. That's
To,
Justin Jefferson. But-
JJ.
We'll never know.
That's what I was
We
saying.
won't.
I've
Stafford
seen it.
had 279 yards, 4 touchdowns. I was happy for Kieran Williams from
No.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
23 touches, 97
Straight out of
yards.
Biani.
Yeah, it was nice to see. Then moving on to Sunday action, Arizona's getting used to walk-off field goal winners as they recorded their second in less than a week and third overall en route to its 28-27 victory.
Yep.
Chad Ryland kicked a 34-yard field goal to ruin Tua Tagovailoa's return to the field after missing the last 4 games due to a concussion. Cardinals are 4-4. The Dolphins are 2-5. They are officially done, son.
You're done, son.
Yeah, done,
That's what I-
son.
That was my whole point. Why even bring them back?
Yeah,
I
saw
would
he
just let my
slid.
brain
son.
rest the entire entirety of the season. Say that
Do
again,
it.
CC.
Whole crowd went crazy.
He trucked that dude though. That first play. He trucked that one dude. That
Little
first little run
scramble.
play he had. He had about
Playing with
that
his
10-yard.
He's playing.
carry.
He literally is playing with his life.
He
'cause
took
it doesn't
the shoulder
take-
into
Playing with
him,
his
said, "I'm done."
You've seen it where the linebacker comes over the top after the pass and
And he
just
got up all
inadvertently
bad.
hit you on the helmet. That's
Yeah.
all it's going to take. He might even get that in practice. I just hate to see the young man going out there you're playing for nothing this season.
I mean, you saw Devon A-Chain had his foam Guardian cap on. Just put it on, dude.
Somebody
Like,
for the Niners had theirs on.
it's this
Kazoo
one
off the Flintstones.
It's this one offensive tackle that always wears it for the Bucks as well. Just put it on. It's okay.
I
It's
think
like,
everybody should wear it, and then that way there'll be no stigma and people won't be embarrassed.
I don't know. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you ain't gonna wear that. Yeah,
It
like,
does look
defense,
kind of goofy, but would you rather do
offense
that?
is one thing, but defense, you're gonna look like a.
I ain't wearing
you gonna look like a just
I
a.
ain't wearing none of that. I
Which
ain't
one is
wearing
that?
that.
that the
Wear
one
new
with
Oh,
helmet
it does
they
kind
got,
of have an
though.
extension.
The new Jameis Winston one that you be seeing them wearing. Looks like a motorcycle helmet.
But you wouldn't put that little cap on it.
I'll
You
wear
wouldn't put
those
that,
if
the
that
phone
extra
they're more
protection?
safe or whatever.
I heard,
like,
I heard
it's
Magnum
gotta
making
be,
a Guardian
I
cap.
assume.
Oh Lord!
Nah, nah, forget that.
The Magnum
Yeah,
Guardian
forget
cap.
that.
That's hilarious. Oh yeah, that'd be a little pink.
Yeah, I'll wear it.
but
I'll wear it on like a breast cancer.
All
month
right,
or
moving
something
on.
like that.
Young Wei Koo,
I'll wear a pink
late
one or
kick
something like
looked
that.
cuckoo as it slipped off his foot and sailed wide
Slip.
right, giving Tampa Bay quarterback Baker Mayfield time for a game-winning drive
A
that came
false-
up short.
false hope.
Atlanta 5-3 won 31-26 and takes a one-game lead
Damn.
over the Bucks 4-4 in the NFC South.
I will
All right,
say
Trey.
that. Hey, Kyle Pitts dropped that ball and they gave y'all that touchdown, man.
Hey.
That pissed me off.
It
You
looked
know I
like
was
he
gonna
dropped that
bring
mug for sure, but I'm glad
That
they
was-
gave it to her.
man. And then when we got that safety, that should have been a touchdown there. That would have tied it up. We would have probably been going overtime. It was a last minute fumble, I think, by Algier. It went out the back of the end zone. They gave us a safety, but nobody could fall on it to get the touchdown. That pissed me off too.
Kirk D.
It-
Cousins did have 4 touchdowns in the game.
Yeah.
Kirk D. All right.
Number one in the
That's
South
your
right now.
Ravens and Browns from Watson to Winston to winning. Jameis Winston
Winning.
threw for 334 yards and 3 touchdowns in the Browns' 29-24 win over the Ravens. Cleveland is 2-6. Baltimore's 5-3.
Mm.
Man,
He started quoting that Eminem "Lose Yourself."
but he
said-
quoted it wrong. Did
Yeah,
he quote it
was-
wrong?
It was basically spot on. It was a little
Yeah,
funky.
what was that?
It was
But
something
yeah, he
about
Don't
it.
twist on it.
But the reporter looked at him like, huh?
It was a cappella, so he was trying to do it, but
He tried though.
you don't get your.
I want to compare his to Barack
He said it
Obama's
like
because
3
he did
times.
it too last week. I
Oh,
think I take
that's
Barack's.
funny.
I think I like Barack's better.
I'm never taking Barack. I'm taking Barack
Me
for
too.
sure.
I don't know. Jameis is saying some funny stuff, man. He said
Dude, Jameis
unwavering,
need his own.
unwavering faith.
He need his own show.
He needs to come on here. We need to get him on here.
We probably
Man,
could for some crab legs.
I sent him a box of crab legs.
Hey,
He probably
Lady
would.
Bird, you ain't gotta steal them, bro.
He probably
Got the
would
crab
go.
legs
Hey,
here.
every week you come on, we'll give you a thing of crab legs for your
We're-
appearance.
We're
Free
sending
of
him
charge.
gold belly crab legs. That's funny.
Or he will settle for some Skyline chili from Cincinnati. We'll have it sent
Oh,
to you.
yeah.
Stomach
Door-
bubble.
For sure.
DoorDash it to you. Packers
Stomach
and Jags. Jordan Love was out late with a groin injury, but Malik Willis reminded his team
And
that
I
he's more than
appreciate that.
capable of filling in and led Green Bay to 30-27 win over Jacksonville. I'm sorry. The Packers improved to 6-2 while the Jags are 2-6. You're done, son.
You're done, son.
You're done, son. The Avatar. He did throw for 308 yards. He had a decent game, but
Done, son.
to no avail.
Done.
Tucker
No Kirk no
Kraft.
more.
Tucker Kraft. I thought about Corey when I saw him. He had a touchdown. Crucker Taft. And then Josh Jacobs. What? How many? I don't know if you got it
Tucker
handy, but how many
Kraft.
fantasy points
Yeah,
did he
he's
have?
going crazy.
25
Josh
touches, 127 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Dingleheimer
Yeah, I want to say two touchdowns. He had I think it was like 20.
Josh
I
Jacobs.
was going to say he had a decent game.
I got him on my team.
Okay,
Let's see.
He had 25. Yeah.
nice.
Josh Jacobs was third
He
on the
hit up
week.
nice.
He had 25. Yeah, he went 25 carries for 127 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also
I
had
was wondering when they're gonna start
he really
using
didn't do
him.
nothing in the air. But
Exactly.
yeah,
He's
25 for
good.
127 and 2
Very
touchdowns.
solid
That's not
pickup
bad.
for them. Colts Texans. Anthony Richardson looked like he was playing hot potato at the end of the game. He was unable to upend the Houston Texans as the Colts fell 23-20. Richardson fumbled the ball away as time expired in the loss. Houston is 6-2. Indianapolis is 4-4.
Houston came in the Loud House again and tapped that ass like they did last year. That's crazy.
Yep. That was a good game, though, for them. Like you said, Diggs went out. Joe Mixon now, 25 attempts, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
It was.
Anthony Richardson, he got to get his stand-up up because they can't be having that. We need you for 4 quarters, baby.
I thought when he was tapping his head, he was saying he got hit. And then they come to find out he was just tired.
It's just, come on, man. Have some accountability. You don't just come out there and out yourself.
Not at that time. That was a
You're
bad
22
time to come
years
out.
old.
It's go time. Jets and Patriots. Despite major changes and additions, the Jets still have not won a game since Robert Saleh was fired as head coach. Jacoby Brissett in New England battled back and took the lead on a Ramondre Stevenson 1-yard run and a successful 2-point conversion. The Patriots won 25-22, and both teams are now 2-6. They're both going nowhere fast, and we got the Jets coming up on Thursday Night Football.
Nowhere fast.
Moving on, Eagles, Bengals tied at halftime. Philadelphia went on a run and pulled away from Cincinnati en route to a 37-17 victory. The Eagles seemingly have fixed some of their early season issues and have improved to 5-2, while the Bengals are 3-5. You already gave us Jalen's stats. Saquon had a nice game, 22 attempts, 108 yards.
Yeah, they look good, honestly.
Titans Lions in the most dominating performance of the week. Detroit behind 3 touchdowns by Jared Goff and Jahmyr Gibbs' effective running. The Lions routed the Titans 52-14. Detroit at 6-1 is increasingly looking like the team to beat in the NFC. Tennessee 1-6 is simply looking like the Titans.
I got the same record as the Carolina Panthers.
Hey, Jahmyr's turning.
I think they're 1-7 though, Dre.
They are.
But they're a close second.
Yeah,
I looked that up. I'm like, who else is
bye week yet.
That's sorry? Those are the 2 sorriest teams in the league. Bills, Seahawks. The travel to Seattle to face the Seahawks and their 12th man didn't bother Josh Allen and the Bills as they improved to 6-2 on the season in their 31-10 victory. In the loss, Seattle's now 4-4. Josh Allen, 2 touchdowns. Like you mentioned James Cook earlier, he had 2 touchdown runs. What's this dude? I can't think his first name. Shakir.
Yeah, Khalil Shakir.
9 receptions and 107 yards for the Bills. Khalil Shakir.
Khalil Shakir.
The Saints caused a safety early in the contest, but did little other scoring, and the LA Chargers ground out a 26-8 win. The home team improved to 4-3, while New Orleans was headed back home 2-6. Corey, I'll let you speak on this one.
Man, it's hard to speak on, man. Honestly, at this point, it's hard to watch. It's hard to speak on. It's just gonna be a long season. I want to say that this is all just a dream, and I can just wake up and Drew Brees is my quarterback and Sean Payton's my coach again, and we're all happy. Yeah, just all one big happy family.
Case.
It's 2009, and we're living it up, but that's not the case. But this is the first time that we've gone on a 6-game losing streak.
Mr. Allen, Bo Nix had himself a solid day with 284 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, while Carolina's Bryce Young, despite throwing for 2 scores, was intercepted twice and sacked twice. The Broncos won 28-14 and improved to 5-3, while the Panthers are league worse, 1-7.
Wow.
That's probably hard to watch for Carolina fans.
One of the players was talking crap on Sean Payton at the end of the game. He said, "Why are you trying to run the score up?"
Yeah,
it's the NFL, man. It's 28-14, dude. Cry to your mom.
Hey.
Nobody want to hear that shit.
Or they always say, "Stop them." If you don't want them to score on you, then stop them.
It's 28-14.
Yeah, 28's not that many points.
Come on, dude.
I see it was 58-14.
Last year he
should have been 78-14
last year
on
he
their
got
dumbass.
beat 70-20 against the Miami Dolphins. That's why he trying to run the score up. He's like, bro, I got my ass whooped, 70 points. Shut
For,
up.
for real. Almost break the, what was the record?
He's
71?
like 77 or something.
I want to say 74,
Yeah,
70.
like that.
Yeah,
it
they
was,
almost broke
They
the
almost-
record.
it was
That's
somewhere in the
crazy.
neighborhood.
Still got
Wow.
PTSD.
Bears and Commanders, we already talked about them. Hail to the
Damn.
Commanders and Jaden
That
Daniels.
was crazy.
Washington edged out Chicago 18-15 and it's 6-2 on the season, while the Bears are 4-3. That was a good win. We talked about it a little bit earlier.
It was a
That
boring.
dude Jaden Daniels, he might be in the MVP conversation. What do you all think?
He's definitely a candidate.
Definitely rookie of the
Oh,
year.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, MVP is a little, I don't know. That might be a
give it to
little. He
Yeah,
should
rookie of the
deserve
year
it though
for sure.
because
I
he
don't know
brought
about
that
MVP.
team out of the.
who would you all say? Would it be Jared Goff?
I can see golf.
Yeah, golf is a good
Golf
one.
has been
Yeah, I can
balling
see
this
golf.
year. I can see golf.
Goff maybe.
Yeah, golf is up there. I almost want to just say
I mean,
Lamar's
I
up
don't
there
know.
more
I don't
than
think.
Jaden
Come on,
Daniels.
back to
Even
back,
though
he
he's
hasn't
got
done
Darren
I don't
nothing.
think
Waller.
he
He
got
just
the
lost to the
numbers up.
Browns.
You can't. Why are we talking about last year? He's got pretty good numbers. He's had multiple
No, he's been
300-yard
throwing the
games.
ball
He's
quite well.
Traditional
He
QB.
hasn't really been doing it with his legs. He's been playing it great this year in the air. The most valuable player. They took Jaden Daniels out, and Mariota did the same thing that Jaden Daniels was doing.
Take
if
Geno.
you take Lamar out,
Take
their
Geno
backup is
Smith
not
out.
going
What's
to be
going
able
on?
to do the same thing. There's
What
not
type of-
another guy
what
on that
type of
team that's going
argument
to
is
take.
that?
Because your quarterback should be one of your best players, though.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
For Jaden Daniels, I'm saying they have another
Shit, the
quarterback
Browns
on their
took out
team
Deshaun Watson and
that
they got
can
better.
do what he's doing, so he's not the most valuable
yeah.
player on
Yeah,
their
you
team.
Can, you can make a
because
case.
they just won last week without him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but he's known as he's not a MVP
I would say
candidate.
Golf would be
Deshaun Watson,
probably
like,
the
that's
leader
not-
in the
what
clubhouse.
do you mean?
I'd have to look at some more stats,
He's been
but just the eye test
balling.
right now, I give it to Jared Goff. If I go around the league, and maybe Josh Allen would be in the top 3 to 4. I could see Lamar being in that conversation, though. If somebody can pull up some passing stats, let's chop it up. While you do
Yeah.
that, I'm going to keep on moving.
Yeah.
Let's see. Travis Kelce scored his first touchdown of the season on National Tight End Day, while the Chiefs recorded their 7th win and remain undefeated. Las Vegas kept things close, but eventually fell 27-20. The Shoe tried to make work a little magic, but they couldn't do it. Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, they're gonna need some more help.
Yeah.
They need some more. They need a quarterback. They need I don't think they buying into the system. They like the Jets. They need,
I don't think Antonio Pierce is going to make
nah,
it.
they need
No,
What's
I ain't
messed
gonna
up
get him
about
out of the
I wanted him, and I was advocating for him to get the job, but it don't seem like he has that same fire as it was what he had when he took the job.
it
I could be wrong, but I just don't see
because
it.
he can see the players. The players ain't really buying in. They just doing whatever they want to do. He ain't got no control, man. Shoot, especially he should be a coach for sure, but the fact that they gonna just get rid of him and damn, why ain't he?
Who's leading
So-
touchdowns? I always like to compare touchdowns
Baker
to
Mayfield.
interceptions.
21.
in touchdowns.
Okay.
Well, Jaden Baker Mayfield has the most.
Yeah,
with
there you
21,
go. That takes
but
him
Lamar
out of
has
it.
Jared
17.
Goff?
Jaden
What about
Daniels
Jared Goff?
only has 7. Lamar also has 2 rushing touchdowns.
Goff got 13.
Yeah. Lamar
So,
Lamar
damn,
is
I mean,
ranked
we go off
first
the
right
numbers,
now amongst
Baker might
quarterbacks
be-
over the 2024
Baker might be-
season.
The number.
They gonna say
Jared
the record
Goff
ain't up
is
there, though. That's
in the
problem
top
with that.
10,
They
but-
gonna-
Right.
he ain't did enough to influence the team to have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
So where? And you said
13.
Who's
Jared Goff
number
is
one?
ranked 13.
Mahomes?
This is
Can't
on
be.
ESPN.
It's Lamar.
Lamar. Yeah, no, Lamar. He's 150. Lamar's 158 for 236, 2,099 yards, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 501 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Baker
Okay.
Mayfield.
But
He's,
maybe
he's
maybe
second
we're
because he's got
undervaluing
9
Lamar.
to
Maybe
Lamar's
it just
2.
don't look good.
He's got 21
Well, I think
touchdowns, but a
I
lot
think
more
because he's-
interceptions.
Sleeper
So-
MVP.
You don't have to do as much.
It
though,
doesn't
you know
look
what I'm
as
saying?
good,
It's
but I'm
just-
telling you, he's balling.
Hey, I got Lamar on my fantasy. He is a low-key baller.
Jaden is
Yeah,
third.
he's doing it
Jaden
with
Daniels
his
is
legs
third.
too. All
Two
right, we'll
touchdowns
move
on
to
the
our
year with his
last
legs,
game, not to be
424
outdone by his
yards on
tight
74
end brother.
carries.
San Francisco's George Kittle, the creator of National Tight End Day, had a touchdown of his own as the 49ers held on for it. 30-24 win over Dallas. The Niners got back to 500 on the season at 4-4. While the Cowboys slipped to 3-4. I don't know if y'all saw Garindo. That's an impressive little dude. Isaac Garindo, running back for the Niners.
Garindo.
Yeah,
Another
man,
85 yards.
had some
Say you
explosion.
got that
Yeah, he
hand, though.
did. That change of pace
yeah, I
is what
did
they
see it.
needed
Got that
because
Garindo.
they were keying in on Mason until he left the game, and then Garindo
Yeah.
gave him that spark, and he had another run where he had to stop at the end of the right before he reached the end zone to keep the clock running, should I say. CeeDee Lamb had a great game, 13 receptions, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, but CeCe said earlier, empty calories, game was pretty much over. And to round out and wrap up week 8, it's the Giants Steelers. We got a score on that.
Yep. 9-6. Steelers are winning right now.
Trash.
That's a Steelers ball
It is a
game.
Steelers
Yeah.
ball.
9-6.
Trash.
The Yankees and Dodgers probably have combined for more runs than that.
No kidding.
Is there a Russell star?
It's definitely the Dodgers. They're slugging.
Man, Freddie Freeman hit another
Yeah.
home run tonight.
3-0, top of the 4th. Dodgers
Russell
up.
Wilson started
Damn.
for
Going
the
for the
Steelers?
sweep.
But he still got to win one more game. It's the
Yeah,
best.
Russell Westbrook.
No, Russell Wilson starting.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
start.
Russell Wilson is probably he's supposed to start.
They said it's Sierra's birthday tonight, so you know he ain't losing. He trying to get some.
Russell Wilson.
All right, fellas, we're gonna move into our week 9 predictions. We got the Thursday night game. We got Texans at the Jets. D, who you got?
Texans at the Jets. I'm going to go Texans.
There you go, Texans. All right, Dre.
Man, come on. Do I even need to talk about
Let's just
the
all
Jets?
say Texans and keep moving.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Sunday, the first game, you got Dallas at the ATL. I got Falcons.
Falcons,
Who
baby.
you all got?
Falcons.
I got Falcons too.
Damn.
All right.
No, I got
Bullshit.
not at Mercedes.
I'm
Den-
rooting for Dallas.
Denver
There
at
you go.
Baltimore. I got the Ravens.
Oh, is it Denver and Baltimore? Let me go.
Yep.
Baltimore should
It's a
win.
numbers
I'll go
game.
Baltimore. I'll go be more.
2, 5, and 3 teams. I'm going Denver on this. This is one of them sneaker games.
It had me thinking about it, but
Yeah,
I'm hoping that the Ravens will bounce back going home. So that's
They
why I'm
should.
taking the
But
Ravens.
if they don't run the ball with Henry, don't count on it. Those receivers been dropping some key passes
Ravens.
in the wrong times, man.
See who you got, Ravens. Miami at
Dallas.
Buffalo. I got the Bills.
Bills.
Great.
I got Bills.
New Orleans at Carolina. I'm actually taking Carolina in a I promise you. It's at home.
Shoot, I hope.
I'm taking Carolina.
He said,
Oh, get out of here. Andy's hurt.
I'm fucking weak. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
In
I'm taking
Carolina?
Carolina too. I ain't going.
Who's the quarterback for the Saints?
Bryce Young. I think Andy Dalton thumb still messed up.
See, that's what I'm saying.
No, you
I just don't feel good about Rattler going into that.
I think they're
don't
gonna
know.
they gonna start Hayner though.
Y'all
They
still
ain't no
win.
point in
Y'all still
starting
win.
Rattler.
It won't be a good game. I don't expect many points. So I'm gonna go
Oh,
with
no.
Carolina. So I guess it's
Yeah,
3-1. I know CeCe's got his Saints.
Might.
Vegas at Cincinnati. I
Oh.
got the Bengals.
Shit.
Yep.
I guess I go
I got
Bengals,
to.
but man, it look good. It is.
Right.
I go Bengals.
It don't make you feel good about it. See,
Yeah, that should be an easy one for Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But damn, that T Higgins was out this week. He looked
Yeah,
like he
Bengals.
didn't know what to do.
you still had Jamar Chase.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
What is Chase?
I think Chase dropped one in the end
Yeah, I
zone.
think
if
he
can
did,
remember right.
All right. So who you got? Just to firm it up. Who's everybody got?
Cincinnati.
All right. Chargers
Bengals.
at Cleveland. I got the Browns.
Yeah, I gotta mess with Winston, man. I got to. I've been watching his clips back to back. I love it. It's just motivation. You wake up watching
All right,
James
CeCe
Winston
said
clip. Tell me
Chargers.
you don't
D,
feel
who'd you
better.
say?
Chargers.
Let me go. I go Chargers.
Hey,
Washington at Giants. I got the Commanders.
Oh yeah, Commanders. I'll go Commanders.
Come on, fellas.
I got Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders.
New England at Tennessee. I got New
We'll go
England.
Pats.
Yep, Pats.
CC. All right. Jacksonville at Philadelphia. I got the Eagles.
Philly.
Eagles.
Yeah, we'll say
Eagles. Big
Gotta think
Dom
a
on the
little bit.
sideline.
Chicago at
Jacksonville
Arizona. I'm
and
taking the
Philadelphia.
Cardinals.
Yeah,
Little baby.
Who is it?
Yeah, Marvin
Chicago
Harrison. looked
Bears
good.
at the
I'll
Cardinals.
go Cardinals.
He was
I'll go
diving out for
Cardinals.
everything. I got Cardinals.
Chicago.
All Cardinals.
Cardinals.
All right. Detroit at Green Bay. I got the line.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Lions.
That's the game of the
Jordan Love
week, I think.
NFC North.
Ooh, this
Go
is gonna be a
Lions.
good one. This is a
Yeah,
good
Jordan Love's got that groin injury.
one. Yeah.
Oh, he's not starting. They pulled him.
They don't-
Yeah, we're
Malik
going
Willis been
Lions.
balling,
Yeah, remember
though.
For what?
Malik Willis wrapped
Really?
it up
I know he rapped. I'm just saying.
last I saw. But, this is just one day after.
That's true.
But as of right now, yeah, I got to go Lions.
Yeah, I'll probably go. Man, they've been looking
Yeah,
good.
Patterson. Both teams have.
Mm-hmm. Rams at Seattle. I'm taking
I'm gonna go
Seattle at
Rams with the
home.
weapons back. I'm going Rams.
I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
about
going-
I
that.
should have went through the Rams last week.
Same day.
Seattle.
At-
I
I
had a
know.
feeling, bro.
We didn't know Puka was
I had
coming back.
So like that's 2-2, and then Indianapolis,
I'll go
Minnesota. I'm gonna take the Vikings.
I'll go
Tonight.
Vikings.
I'm gonna go Minnesota.
And then the Monday night game.
Oh yeah,
Colts.
speaking of that, I'm actually gonna be at that game, so we might have to record on
What
Sunday.
game you gonna be at?
Are you going to the Tampa game?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at Gia Field, man.
Nice.
Calling in sick.
Yeehaw.
Tampa versus.
Tampa at the Chiefs.
Damn,
I got to take the
that's gonna be a
Chiefs.
good game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
I just
game.
want to. I gotta see Patrick Mahomes in the flesh, man. I gotta see if this dude's an alien.
Nice. Nice.
He too damn good. No,
Damn.
man.
In the flesh.
He
really
really
not.
is, and
He
they're
really
7-0.
isn't.
Doing
Oh,
just
he's
enough.
trash. He
That
ain't even playing
defense is
good
keeping
right
a
now.
minute, and they just still been getting
Just
lucky.
enough.
It's
So,
the
who-
defense
who
that's
we
winning
say?
them the
So I took the
games.
I'm going
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
D, who'd you
Chiefs.
take?
Mm-hmm.
I can see Bucks winning, but
Here, and then
Yep.
Dre, you got your
Yeah,
your
I'm
Bucks.
gonna go Bucks.
All right, fellas, we're gonna start closing it out. We get our best, our bust, and our busters of the week. Best for me was just the overall performance by the Lions. D, who was your best
I'm
yesterday,
gonna go.
or just week?
I'm gonna
week
go Kyle Pitts. He finally emerged as a game changer. So I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts, tight end for the Falcons.
8. All right, Dre.
I'll probably go Jaden Daniels on this one, just from that. Wasn't too crazy of a game stat wise, but he got that Hail Mary, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Marvin Harrison. He's definitely
Nice.
Junior. He went off for me on my fantasy.
Our bust of the week. Mine is the Bears
That
defense.
was my bust too as well, man. You got to finish out the game, and honestly, shoot, that's just all bad. Yep, Chicago defense bust.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
CC Tyreek Stevenson, because he
Terrible.
definitely need to be on that. He messed that
Bad
up.
luck.
But my bust of the week goes out to the Ravens. They shouldn't have lost that game.
no, they shouldn't
Another
have.
Mm-hmm.
CC, who you take?
Shoot, I was gonna say the
Texans
Ravens.
and the Jets.
Yeah, I'll get a different one. My bust is. Let me see what else happened. The freaking bust is the Tua. What are you doing,
Just
bro?
stay at home.
He risking
Stay,
his
stay
life.
at home, man.
The team
Stay at
got
home. You
more
thought you was gonna
morale
come
with
back
him.
out here and everything was gonna be great and happy.
They ain't going
And I'm
nowhere.
gonna
They
be
going
throwing
to Morocco.
touchdowns to Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. We're
Somewhere
gonna be
to the
great again,
CTE
guys.
conference
No.
in a couple
Damn.
of
Bro,
years.
just stay at home. It's done. It's
All
done
right,
this year,
and then
man.
our busters of the week. Mine is Aaron Rodgers and the
dang.
Jets.
That's a
He even
bust.
walked off the field before the
He's
game
taking all
ended.
mine.
Big bust.
Yeah. I
Huh?
said you taking all my picks. Mine's definitely
My bad.
busters is the Jets. I mean, Aaron, you're the problem.
It's sad to say, but they hadn't won a game since all these
All
changes.
these
He's the
You're
problem.
gonna have to start realizing
Yep.
you're the problem. You're pointing
Yeah.
fingers at everyone but you, because they're gonna follow.
No
You got to
accountability.
be a leader, bro. Like you just picking at the kicker and the coach, and you doing all these little antics and shit like that. Man, it starts with you. So that's definitely they're not bought in, and there's no one to lead the organization. Who's the face? Like they're just running wild.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Inmates running
Literally,
the
no
asylum.
asylum.
face.
Right.
It's not Aaron Rodgers. It's not Devontae Adams. It's not Garrett Wilson.
It's not
Hell,
Sauce
Not
Gardner.
It's not Sauce.
Like,
It's, yeah.
coaching, they fired the coach.
It's just
Who-
nobody.
who's
Nobody.
taking
Quentin
the-
Williams
who's
is
taking the
not
leadership?
him.
No one's being accountable. No one's being a leader.
Damn. All right, Dre, who was yours?
See, I wanted to say the Jets, but I'm gonna come on and it's the Dallas Cowboys.
Dead.
Pay all that damn money for
Right.
them to be acting up like that. That's why you gotta no, you can't put all your eggs in the basket though, man. You gotta spread it out. If they would try to get a few other weapons in here and say, you know what, we can't pay you 60 million, Dak. We can't pay you 35 CD. We gotta get these other weapons in here so that it can make sense. It's not making sense right now.
CC, wrap us up. Who's your buster of the week?
They're gonna be the Busters every week, the rest of the year. It's the Saints, man.
Damn.
They're terrible. They're terrible. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. They're terrible. I don't know.
He said,
that's all I
we
can
yeah,
say.
no, for real.
I ain't gonna be the dead horse,
So
guys.
let the horse get up.
We ain't going to
Oops,
the Super
he's
Bowl.
dead.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Very
that.
hard.
Ain't going this
All right,
decade.
fellas.
Team
Unfortunately.
played it.
That's another good week. Good week. Glad you could pop in,
Oh, yeah,
D,
for
and
sure.
join
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Said missing.
And
For sure.
we thank you all for listening to the Me and D Monday night NFL wrap-up show. That's week 8
Hey.
in the books. On to
Week
week
8.
9.
Season just
Man.
flying by.
Flying by. We'll be talking about the Super Bowl
Dang.
soon.
I still can't believe the Chiefs are
Yeah.
undefeated here at week 8. This is
They
This is
won't be by
crazy.
week 18. That's all or week
Oh.
17. That's all I care
Oh,
about.
God.
No.
they still gonna be they gonna have the
They're going
first
to be like the
round bye.
Patriots. They're going to go undefeated in the regular season and they're going to lose in the Super Bowl.
Damn. I was thinking about that
You know,
too.
18
I can
and
see
1
that
or whatever.
happening. Damn.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That's a waste of a season.
Waste of a
almost.
season.
You
It
just
really
do
is.
all that
Waste
so
of a
much
get
hard
there.
work.
Waste of a season.
Yeah, we need to eat.
All
Where's
right,
our
folks,
Eli Manning?
Yeah.
We're out.